In our firm here, whenever we do reviews with our clients, in our conference room in particular, we like to start with what we call a positive focus. We like to ask the client to give us some insight on some of the best things that have happened in the last 12 months. Because again, what we find is when we reflect, we'll find that much progress has been made. But as I mentioned, today, many people are not positive or optimistic. And Jeremiah Johnson, in his blog, The Infinite Scroll, talks about what he calls the social media doom loop. So traditional media and social media in particular has convinced us that everything is awful all the time. And so I think that's one of the reasons that many people today are not optimistic. And if we just take a look at the U.S. economy as an example, I mean, it's really doing pretty well by most objective measures. The unemployment rate is at historic lows. Job growth has been surprisingly strong. Real GDP and wages are growing. And as a matter of fact, the fastest wage growth recently has been at the lower income levels, which means some of the income inequality that we've experienced recently has been shrinking a bit. If you're an investor, you probably have noticed recently the market is up. Inflation, which has been a major problem in the last couple of years, has come down closer to the Fed's targets. So again, by many objective measures, the U.S. economy is doing reasonably well. And yet nobody believes this. As a matter of fact, the Federal Reserve's consumer sentiment tracking shows that confidence in the economy has fallen off a cliff. Sentiment is as low as it was back in the Great Recession in 2009. Polling also shows that people are more pessimistic today than they were back in August of 2020, when most of the economy was shut down because of the pandemic. So there's just a lot of negativity out there.